foremost, let's welcome in here my new friend, Shalga. Oh, my goodness. I don't even know what time it is where you are right now. I'm so excited for you to jump in and share a bit about your story and kind of what brought you here to Modere, and then we'll get into another couple things that I know are going to really inspire everybody. Shalga, are you there?
I am. Hi, Jen. Can you hear me?
Hello, dear. How are you?
I'm really good. Yeah, it's 5:10 here.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you for coming here with us. I'd love for you to introduce yourself and share a bit of your story with everyone.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And thank you for having me on the call. Hi, everyone. So my name is Shalga Breen. I have been in this industry for 8.5 years now. And I joined this industry for €200 extra to save my home from repossession. So back in 2014, I was broke. I was really deflated in an absolute amount of debt. We had arrears of €15,000 on our mortgage. We had another $1,500 on our electricity bill, and then we had another loan out. And at the time, I was working part-time in the family company, and I just wasn't getting the hours because it's very weather dependent, and I live in Ireland, which the winters here, if you work in a weather dependent role, you don't really get any hours at all. So I decided to join after seeing a post on Facebook. I was absolutely clueless. I had no idea what I was doing. I was quite negative at the time back then as well, because I had worked in the hospitality industry. I'm a former chef, and I have a nutritional therapy diploma. And I had my own businesses, and I had to close down. So I call them lessons, don't call them failures. I think we always are led to things for reasons. But I was quite negative back then. But I fell across a post, really needed to have some extra money. And I decided to trust a complete stranger on social media and in a different country as well. She is from the UK. And within 3 months, saved their home from repossession and really just loved the whole concept of working online, not having to worry about paying people wages or 16 hours on my feet working as a chef. And fast forward to 2020, became one of the fastest growing teams in Ireland, became a 7-figure business and 6-figure earner. And for me, I just absolutely love the whole concept of being able to work online, helping people with their health, but also helping people have an extra income. Fast forward then to 2023, and kind of like your story, Jen, I just kind of felt like wasn't the right vehicle for me. Team weren't really happy or winning anymore. So after 7 years of talking to John Melton, I decided to have a look at Modere, and that's where we're at right now.
Wow, 7 years. You know,
yeah.
It just gets me thinking about the integrity and the good-natured aspect of the good nature of our leadership woven and John's one person that has helped so many of us, but there's so many other people like him that give back to people without expectation of anything in return. And it's such a common thread with our culture here that you experience connecting with him over that long because he sincerely wanted goodness for you, wanted you to succeed, cared about you as a human, and lo and behold, we've attracted such an incredible person like you, an incredible seasoned professional. It really is a testament to our culture and what people can expect all through the individuals at this company, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely. And, after speaking to John for that long, and I did lots of the free training and did the live challenges, which really helped me grow so much online. So I knew then when I was looking to move and needed to know the ins and outs, I knew that John was the right person to obviously speak to. And then when I looked at the company and looked at the compensation plan and looked at everything, the background, the science, all of that, it just was a no-brainer for me. I'm from a nutrition background, but also I can see that everyone could win here, and that was a big thing for me. It was a really, really difficult decision after 7.5 years, like yourself, Jenn, to leave, a company that was everything I knew, but I knew that it has to be the right place to do that, and it really, really just felt right. Everything I saw, everything, I read about, everything just made sense, and especially with the leadership, and like yourself, I spoke to corporate as well, and I just felt that they really do want everyone to win. They really wanted me to know everything, and just wanted everyone to feel kind of at home, and I felt at home straight away. So it was December. I only joined in December, at the end of December, and just feeling that this is going to be the forever home that I was looking for. So just feel really, really grateful that I finally looked at it after speaking to Jenn for so long, but also that everyone in the company seems just so welcoming, and everyone's happy, and that's what it's kind of about. It's really it's happiness that people want. Also, making money and helping people to feel better in themselves. So yeah, I just feel really, really good, and really, really that it's the right decision.
I love it so much. And for those of you that have never been to one of our company events, that is hands down exactly what Shalga shared. How you feel walking into any room at a Modere event. It doesn't matter if the person is making, multiple six figures a month, or maybe they're just getting started in making $500 a month or $50 a month. Everybody feels so welcomed and feels like they have a seat at the table. And when you feel like you are valued and that you matter, it's incredible the capacity that you have to accelerate in business. And, speaking of accelerating in business, Shalga, I would love for you to touch on, for our new marketers, for our experienced marketers as well, why is it so important to continue sharing how and why you got started in business with your audience?
Yeah, this is a big thing that I actually always say to my team, that to always share your story, where you came from, why you got involved, why you got started. Because number one, you have people on your profile, your social media, that won't, number one, remember why you got started, or they're only a new follower or a new friend, so they won't know your story. So bringing people back to why you got started, being relatable, because there'll be so many people out there that have the same story as you. So I always share about joining because I needed to save my home from repossession. I needed extra money so I could pay my mortgage. People are struggling right now still because we need extra money. People need extra money to pay their bills. So sharing that with people continuously, because you're going to be having new people on your social media all the time. I think that sharing that is just the most important thing, bringing people back to why you got involved, so they can actually see, okay, they will realize I'm actually in that same boat. She sounds really relatable to me, or I'm in the same situation as her. Maybe I can do the same thing as her.
I love that so much, and it's so true. You're actually reminding me that I don't, perhaps after 9 years, really touch on the reasons that I got started. What would you share with someone that perhaps is just getting started? Maybe they don't really have a story to grow on yet. What would be a good thing for them to exercise, some good tactical tips for someone that maybe doesn't have, the story yet? Where can they pull from so that they can still share authentically and really build some foundation in their business?
Yeah, I think just sharing their actual life, why they got involved. It doesn't have to be, it's like me, their repossession or needing the extra money. It could be that they needed something different in their life. They wanted a change. They were looking for something more exciting. They were looking to make friends. There's always a reason why you can share why you've started in this industry. It could have been down the health route either, that they just wanted to feel healthier in themselves, because who doesn't want to feel better in themselves and have a bit more energy? Sharing in that way, and then just sharing their day-to-day, I think, on camera, on their stories, behind the scenes, sharing their family life, anything that's going to be relatable to other people. So I always show my dogs on my stories. That gets loads of interaction. So I think sometimes people can overthink what you share on your stories, but people just want to see that people are normal. So that's what I do as well. And I think if you're brand new and you're just starting out and you're scared of that, just literally share your day-to-day.
I love it. It's so important for them to get like a little sneak peek behind the scenes so they feel like, they know you. Why do you think it's important for people, regardless if they're scared, regardless if they feel that fear creeping in, why is it so important for them to show their face?
Because I think when you're showing yourself and talking on your stories, or even just showing behind the scenes, you don't even have to even do videos, just even pictures, you're showing people that you're normal. You're showing people that you have a life. Then they feel like they know you. They feel like they like you. You feel like you're a friend, and then they trust you. And then if ever they want to get involved in the business or order, they're going to come to you because they feel like they know you, because you share yourself, you share your life, you're sharing everything about that behind the scenes. And then they feel like, oh, well, I think I'll go to her because, they feel like they know you. And that's the whole like, know, and trust factor.
Yes. Oh, my gosh, this is so good. And it's so simple, right? It's so simple. I love this. And last but not least, what are you focusing on, just you personally? What are you focusing on to accelerate your business in 2024?
I am focusing on learning more about the products myself and sharing them on my stories, but growing and to help as many people as possible to feel better in themselves, have some extra income, but also to have the extra confidence. So I'm focusing on sharing my confidence with the products so that other people can get on the products and have their confidence too, because I think that is what's going to make people want to have more and get involved more, basically, because confidence and the whole energy around it is what people want, I think, nowadays. So that's my focus for this year.
Oh, my gosh. You guys, did you hear that? Literally, you don't need to know everything in order to get started. But if you really want, I always say that, sales is a transfer of energy, right? And, there's a type of energy, an energy of certainty. And the more you kind of dig into things for yourself, the more you dig into what you're putting your name behind, that's going to brew like a subtle energy of certainty inside of you. And that's going to develop some confidence that your prospects are absolutely going to feel. Like, what do we say? Competence leads to confidence. So competence leads to confidence. So if you want to feel more natural, more authentic, I would encourage you, take what Shalga just said, pick one product, preferably a hero product. Start pulling it apart and dissecting it a little bit. See what excites you. What did you learn that you're like, oh my gosh, it does that? That's really cool. Get in your stories with your spoon, with your shot glass, and share with people what you just learned that got you excited, and have a call to action attached to it. This is so good. And Shalga, I appreciate you sharing. And before we move on to our next person, guys, I want you to write this down as an exercise because otherwise, if we don't have something to go on here, then you've kind of just wasted, X amount of minutes listening. Let's have a plan of action. I want you to write down, just brain dump, how and why you got started in network marketing. How and why did you get partnered and eventually find your way to Modere and partner with us? What got you excited? Maybe those ideas will give you some context to start sharing more authentically so that you can not forget to share with your people over and over again how and why you got started. It's so important. Shalga, thank you so much for sharing with us. I hope you have an amazing day, and we're going to move on to our next speaker, friends.